Hey everyone, welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be reviewing the Sonic Movie 3 5-inch Sonic the Hedgehog figure. I got really lucky and just kind of found him sitting at GameStop. So yeah, I mean that was cool. So now I have him. And clearly we're going to be taking a look at him today. Alright, so starting with the packaging here, it's a very nice looking package, I guess. I think that there's honestly not too much interesting going on besides here. It just is a bunch of rectangles. It still looks pretty nice. I think the logo is a little odd. Like, I don't know. I feel like it feels really flat, the logo behind the Sonic text. But it still looks nice. So, and then of course just on a card, so not much to see on the sides. And on the back here, we got a read-up on Sonic, Sonic's name, and a picture of the figure himself, which looks absolutely fantastic. But yeah, as you can see here, I don't know, it doesn't have like that 3D effect, so it just feels kind of flat, the logo, besides the actual text there. But yeah, collect them all here. So we got Tails, Shadow, Robotnik, and of course Knuckles to collect. I'm mainly looking out for Shadow, obviously. The rest of them, Knuckles looks pretty cool. Yeah, other than that, I don't really care. I just pretty much want Sonic and Shadow. Those are the two I really want, so you know how it is. But yeah, the packaging out of the way, let's take a look at the figure itself. Alright, and here we have the blue blur out of the package, and he looks fantastic. I'm just going to say right now, this is the direction I want them to take the game figures, maybe just a new 5-inch line. Of course, continuing the 4-inch one with all the characters they have now, but man, if we could get like a modern Sonic with this style articulation, that would be probably the best Sonic figure ever. This movie figure is so cool. Like the articulation, it's only $15. And the amount of articulation on here, I mean, it's about better than like a Marvel Legend at this point. It's honestly just amazing. Alright, but getting into articulation, as I said, it's honestly better than your average Marvel Legend, as of right now. So, I mean, where do we even start with articulation? Let's just start at the top and work our way down. So his head will turn not all the way around because he has that quill down there, but it'll turn pretty far left and right, like so. And looking up and down, does a little bit of a swivel. He can put his arms up in the air, and you can put them down. He's got butterfly joints, really. Bicep swivel, and he's got elbow joints, bend about 90 degrees there. His wrists, his fingers open and close, which is completely unnecessary, but honestly welcome addition to the articulation scheme on these figures. The wrist will move up and down like so, with a little bit of a ratchet click action there to like lock it in place. And of course the wrist swivels all the way around. He has some ab crunch almost sort of thing there. Okay, no, he does not have ab crunch. Either way though, he does swivel at the waist at least. So he does have that. And he does get a good amount out of it. His legs will go up and back. Knees will bend that far. There is a thigh swivel. And he can, of course, move left and right out there, like so. And his ankles will not really turn around. That's what the pivot's there for, I guess. But that's because they will pivot on here. Or I guess not the pivot, the thigh joint there. Either way, ankle pivot on the ankles there. And they go up and down as well. So, I mean, as I said, this figure has some crazy articulation for just like a $15 Jakks Sonic figure. Now, taking a look at the details and accuracy on this guy, so far what I've seen from the trailers anyways, this figure is extremely accurate to the source material and just really, detailed. He has fur running all along his entire body. As you can see, his quills in the back, he has some darker blue quills. I'm not sure what that's for, if I'm being entirely honest. That's something I don't really like, but whatever. It's on the back of the figure, so. But yeah, the fur detailing all around his gloves. Oh, there we go. Gloves look, nice. They look like gloves. The shoes, though, have a lot of good texturing on there. So you can see they have like sort of bumpy texture along here. And, stuff on the soles. Overall, just accurate to the movie, of course. Yeah. And then his face, he's got the same sort of smirk as the figure, the 2.5-inch figure. Only difference is he has these like he has a plastic cover over his eyes. And I think they're supposed to make it seem like he's always looking at you, but the illusion doesn't work on me anyways. I don't really see it. So I do think it looks pretty nice though, overall. Alright, so let's finish off the video with some size comparisons here. So here I've got the Sonic Prime Shadow in the same 5-inch scale. And they look pretty good together. Of course, the Shadow's obviously more cartoony. He's from Prime, so two completely different styles there. But they do look, in scale at least. I also have a 4-inch Sonic the Hedgehog. It's one of the basic ones if you want to stand. So there's Sonic from the 4-inch scale. And then here's our Sonic Movie 3 2.5-inch figure. Alright, before ending this video, I did actually want to compare this Sonic to some of the older Sonics, or I guess one of the older Sonics and the newer 2.5-inch figure. So, starting with our 2.5-inch figure being he's more recent, the characters both do have a very similar face sculpt, as you can see. The eyes on this guy I like a little bit better. They're more in a, determined look, whereas he's more wide-eye, like acting goofy. This one looks a little bit more serious, of course, minus the mouth, which is the same as the other Sonic here. So they both have the same mouth. Other than that, this is pretty much just an upscaled version of this guy. So the sculpts are largely the same. Of course, the hands having their own movement instead of being in fixed positions. Which obviously he does not have fixed positions. He's too small for that. So, or I suppose he's not too small, but that it'd kind of look clunky. So, articulation obviously better on this guy, but that is to be expected with the larger scale. So this is more so just looking at how similar they are, and overall they are very similar. The paint on this guy is a lot darker, the blue, than our 5-inch figure. And I honestly don't know which one I like better paint-wise. I think I like the lighter blue a little bit better. Just makes Sonic feel a little more vibrant. So, but both of these figures are indeed spectacular. Now to compare them to our 4-inch figure, I do kind of wish that they had a 4-inch scale going, so that way I could get a Shadow that worked with him. But I, of course, do not mind that they did a 5-inch scale, because the 5-inch, this compared to this is better. This draws my eyes a lot more. Of course, our 4-inch movie Sonic is still amazing. I still love this guy. Looks great, but yeah, this new 5-inch scale they're doing definitely blows him out of the water. So I actually do want to get no, I wouldn't need to, but I do want to get the Robotnik for this line, because I already know he would scale much better with my 4-inch figures than the actual 4-inch Robotnik. So, but taking a look at these guys, the Sonic here has a lot longer and darker of a mouth, more of a smirk, determined look to him, like he's about to rush into battle. Sonic here, he's kind of joking around, like he's having fun. He's not about to do anything too serious. Whereas he looks like he's about to go fight the Death Egg robot. So, but sculpts are still largely the same all around. Or not the same, but similar. I think the fur, or quills, or whatever you want to call it, is a lot more sharp and prominent on the 4-inch or 5-inch figure here. It looks just, I don't know, on the back of this figure, it looks sort of like grass, almost, sort of like some fuzz, whereas this definitely, like, you can pick out a lot more of the hair. It doesn't look all jumbled up as much. So, yeah. But here these two are together. If you're wondering about scaling, obviously the 5-inch scale is going to be 5 inches, so larger than the 4-inch scale. But yeah, these are both amazing figures, but if I had to choose, the Sonic is just the better one. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Let me know what you think of this figure. I personally like it quite a lot. I think it's one of the better releases that Jakks has put out there in a good while. Of course, I still haven't got my hands on Mephiles or Neo Metal Sonic or Metal Sonic 3.0 or, you know, most of the other new figures that they have released, the new characters. They are extremely hard to find, so hopefully I'll get my hands on those someday. But out of all my recent Jakks pickups, yeah, the Sonic has got to be my favorite. So, as I mentioned in my post earlier today, I do have some more videos planned. I have another Shadow coming. I have a second video planned for this guy, and I have a video planned for my Shadow figure. I'm not going to do a review on him because it is an older figure, but I have something else planned. But after those two videos are done, I will do the full Jakks specific, well, not just Jakks specific, but every Sonic figure that I have just in one video. So look forward to that, and thank you all for watching. Speaking of thanking you guys for watching, thank you for popping off my last video. I mean, I disappear for 9 months, and I come back, and I get 15,000 views, 200 likes. I mean, that is pretty crazy. That's more than I've gotten in any other video before in terms of likes and comments. I don't think anyone's even disliked that video, so I'm glad you guys liked it. I'll try and do more videos like that where I'm comparing two things. So that is kind of what I have planned for Sonic here. So yeah, thank you all for watching, though. Thank you for the support and for the additional 50 subscribers. Very appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.